Hey everyone, and welcome back to VFX once again. So I was doing some research, and during that research, I came to know about a AI tool which is quite helpful in doing roto. Yes, you heard it right. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what exactly that tool can do. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, so let's start with that tool, and the name of that tool is ONYX AI. Yes, I'm on that website and I will give link to the description, need not to worry. And ONYX AI Matte version 3.0 is auto tracking matte extraction powered by SAM 3 plus with matte slash me matte algorithm. And before starting this thing, this video is not sponsored. I am making this video out of my curiosity, right? So don't think that I am doing a sponsored video. Okay, so fully local, lifetime license, no subscription, free full trial. Okay. So as you can see, this is a Nuke interface and they have some work and that's it. If you want to download this thing, you can go and you can click on free trial and automatically you will have what to download. Already I have downloaded and I have installed it. Super easy installation. Just you have to run the setup and automatically your tool will be installed for Nuke, DaVinci, Fusion, whatever you want, right? Okay, so I am into Nuke and I am having one footage, and if you can see over here, I am having my ONYX tool installed inside Nuke, and if I'm going to click on this thing, I will have node, and in that particular node I am having source, I am having mask prompt, I am having refiner direct, I am having mask composite. Trust me, I came to know about this node today itself and I'm making video today itself, and I'm still learning. I thought to share this video, and if you are having any further knowledge, please share with me. Definitely it will help me to understand this node in a better way, right? So directly what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect this thing and it's super easy. Let's understand what exactly properties are saying. First thing first is display mode. It will be matte overlay, and again tracking mode, logged initial frame and all. Over here maybe cache and all, cache folder. This is very important. Object tool, select edit, add bbox objects, and this thing grab my attention, like add object by text, and we are going to test this, need not to worry. Also I'm having refiners and many more things. I have not gone each and every option, but I will definitely let you know how to use it. So simple, it's pretty simple. By default, object selection tool is add bbox object, means you can draw a bounding box and definitely your object will be selected as I'm assuming. Let's go, let's drag a shape. We have to wait for some time and boom, it's selected. Maybe if you want to select other parts, maybe I will drag this thing and we have to wait again and boom, it's selected. And if I'm going over here, maybe I will drag it like this and it's all done, selected. If I want, I can drag this, maybe it will select this as well, but I will show you another way to select this option. I will go to add point object and definitely I will go and click over here, and if you can see, that particular object is selected as well, right? So this is very interesting, and if I'm going to hit alpha, you can see I'm having a very good alpha. Right now, the best part, what else can be done? Maybe I will go to add object by text and I'm going here to type bottle, and just you have to submit prompt and see the magic. What to say? Have you seen it? I gave prompt and automatically that thing is selected, and if you see, it have not selected the object in front of bottle. Can you believe? And amazing, this is amazing. Maybe I'll try something else, like maybe I will say table. Let's see what it's doing. I'll select submit prompt and hope for the best. No way. Have you seen it? No way. My table is selected, my borders are selected, and my character is selected. And if I'm going to hit A, I am having a good mat. And let me close this. And my goodness, amazing. Can you see? I gave prompt and my table is selected. Now I want to do this for frames because this is for first frame. I will double click, and if I'll go to second number frame, my mats won't be there, but what I have to do, just I have to play it. It will take some time and my entire frames roto will be done. So I'll come back once this is done. Okay, so it took me around 2 minutes, and if you can see over here, my roto is all done and it's tracking. It's not like my camera is moving a little bit, but my roto is sticking very nicely. Can you see that character is just stretching her hands? And can you see it's amazing? And it's time to do a reality check. And if I'm going to see alpha, edges are little jittery, but most of the roto is amazing. It's done a great job. Maybe what I can do, I can just go over here. Maybe I can close it, and let's do one thing. I will take a grade node like this, and maybe I will take a shuffle node over here, and I will shuffle my mat. So one problem I'm facing over here, like, let me show it to you. I'm having my entire mat in single layer. If I want this character on separate layer or separate mask, this character on a separate mask, maybe I have to take different nodes. But if I want my each and every mat to be separated in single node, currently I don't know how to do that. Maybe there will be a feature, I will explore it, but right now I'm not getting that option. So I will go over here and I'll shuffle it, and maybe I will connect my mask like this. And what I will do, maybe I can go over here and maybe I can do some color grading like this, like this. Can you see? Okay, so maybe I don't want my table mask to be enabled. I will go and I will switch it off like this. And now it's working pretty fine to me. Can you see? And if I want to, maybe if I want to add something behind that character, I will take maybe a text node and I will type, let's AI Roto, maybe, don't know. I will select it. Maybe I will change like this and I will increase the size. And let's take a merge node. This will be my B, this will be my A. And if I'm going to place it somewhere around her head, maybe like this. And for sure, I will take a merge node. I will connect my roto like this. And I will do stencil. And if I'm going to see from here, my roto will be behind. Don't worry about tracking. I'm not going to check tracking and all. But if you can see, it's working 90%, not 90%, 70, 80%. It's working pretty fine. And I think in coming days, this tool will change how we used to do roto till date. Can you see it? Just ignore the tracking, and if you can see, it's doing amazing job. Amazing, right? So I thought to share this tool with you. What's your thought in it? How this tool is going to impact your roto work, and how this tool is going to speed up your roto work. If you have used it, please comment down below. What's your thought? Comment down below. If you have new options explored in this tool, please let me know. I'll definitely want to understand the entire process. So that's it from my side. This is VFX Vibe signing off. Have a good day.